Doesn't barking stink? It's annoying, it causes stress to the dog and to the owners, the neighbors are not happy, everyone is suffering. It really stinks. And then, like a gift from God, comes the citronella color that is used as an anti-bark color. But is it a gift from God or is it a gift from Satan? Well, you already know that I really hate prong collars and I really hate shock collars. What do you think I'm going to say about the citronella collars that might be not as bad as the prong and shock collars? They are bad. Saying that something is worse or better, it's kind of a really slippery road. Why? Because the experience of different dogs can be different. For one dog, the shock collar or even the prong collar might actually be less stressful than using a citronella collar. But I actually put all of them under the same category, meaning that I'm against using all of them. And you ask yourself, why? I mean, the citronella collar doesn't cause any harm to the dog. It doesn't cause any damage. It can't burn the skin. It can't poke or cause collapsed trachea or anything like that, like the other collars can. So why am I against it? Well, because exactly like the prong collar and the choke collar and the ultrasonic collar and all of those collars, all of those aversive tools, the citronella collars emit a very harsh, pungent smell of citrus. We as people might not think it's that bad, but the fact is that dogs have a different sense of smell, so what they can sense might be much stronger than what we can smell. And kind of like all of those other aversive tools, the reason that if it actually stops the dog from barking, the reason that it will work is because it's unpleasant. When you do something like that, when you try to stop a behavior without actually addressing the cause, but you're only trying to address the symptom, here, the barking, you might accidentally make it worse. For example, a dog that's already in distress and is barking because he's afraid of someone outside, and now every time that he barks, he also smells that horrible smell, then now he's associating that bad smell with that person or that dog outside, meaning that it actually kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Or maybe the dog is barking because of some territorial behavior, which is actually a normal behavior. It's a nuisance behavior, but it's a normal behavior. And now every time the dog barks, you punish him for that, then you cause a lot of frustration or even a lot of conflict, because the dog on one hand wants to do something that's in his nature. That's a normal thing for him to do. But on the other hand, now he knows that every time that he's going to do it, he might be feeling that very awful smell. So the frustration can make him have other behavioral issues. For example, aggression. So the bottom line is, don't use any anti-bark collar. Not shock collars, not citronella collars, not any of those collars that only spray air, not ultrasonic collars, none of those aversive tools. Instead, just address the behavior itself. Just address the cause. If you don't know what that is, then maybe you should get advice from a veterinary behaviorist or from a good reward-based trainer. Now, if you want to know why I don't like prong collars, check out this video.